Greetings, angels. It's Intuitive Jacob back, and we're going to do a crescent reading that is focusing on healing messages. The crescent itself is going to be 7 cards that are depicted with La Vera Sibilla Italiana. I'm pulling 7, 1 for the past, 1 for the present, 1 for the near future, 1 for our internal world, 1 for our external influences, 1 that'll give us an idea of what to do to maintain a certain course of action, and the 7th one will give us a really good idea of what potential developments can be over the next fortnight. So it's going to be approximately 2 weeks, although I'll never encourage you to be weak. I'm going to say the next 2 strong. And in addition to that, I will be pulling a card from the Romance Angels for those of you that might also want a lens on potential romantic situations going on. Make sure you check your moon and your rising with me. I'm actually more of a moon-driven reader myself, so I hear from many of my clients that they get many of their messages from the moon readings that I offer, so I'm highly going to recommend that. If you're looking for more detailed information, hit me up at artoflove.me. I can do a personal private reading for you with just your information. And if not, I hope these messages are helpful for you. If so, I really appreciate your thumbs ups, and those of you that have supported my channel and commented, liked, and subscribed, thank you so much for that. Really appreciate that. And especially those of you who have trusted me with your private readings. Much appreciated, and catch you on the inside of your reading. Hey, what's going on, Pisces? I'm just going to be shuffling your cards here and spinning this part up. I won't stop unless you get some messages while I'm doing this. Just clearing your energy. Hey, what's up, Pisces? Okay, finish shuffling here. And I was just hearing you might not want to respond to some of the messages that have been coming through. Something's telling me to shuffle this a little bit more. I'm just going to hit this a few more times. I've gone all the way through, but I'm just hearing shuffle it again. I'm hearing some of the messages that are coming through right now for you. I'm just hearing let those go. And that some of you all might be considering being more selective about how and who you're responding to people. Yeah, okay. Especially if you have somebody that only shows up to butt heads. I'm gonna leave it right there. Okay. Here we go. Past, present situation, near future, your internal world, your external world, what to do, and how things are developing. All right, Pisces. Let's see what we got here, shall we? Okay, message coming to the door. This is something personal that could be arriving here. For some of you all, it's like something that got lost in the mail that maybe you're not aware of. Excuse me. I'm hearing for some of you too, it's like something you're going to need to speak up about too, especially if it... Who is getting a message like this? I think it might have been Capricorn. It's something to deal with real estate is what I'm hearing, but it's like a message that shouldn't have gone somewhere that's now coming back, and they're saying it might have come from a distance, and I'm hearing some of you all might have somebody literally coming like this to the door being like, are you this person? I need you to sign this and prove that you finally got this mail. So you might be getting served with something. I'm hearing there might be somewhat of a legal implication with it, although you're going to know whether or not you're just going to know what you need to know when it comes. That's all I'm going to say there. It could be coming for different reasons, but some of you all are going to be very relieved when that comes to the door, because I'm hearing it might be a surprise. All right, let's see what was going on in our past relating to now. All right, so secrets and things that were hidden and money that might have been put aside, and hearing that might be what some of this is about. I'm hearing about some of you finding out that somebody's been trying to get into a secret will or a piece of real estate or like some kind of insurance thing with you that you might not know about. I don't know, Pisces, but my nose is itching, and it feels like things that people are speculating about that maybe haven't been out in the open. But they're talking about money that didn't go missing. It's just been like privately segregated is the word that I'm hearing. Okay, let's see what's going on in the present situation. That could also deal with, well, just secrets, but present situation, Il Ladro is showing up in the center of the reading. That is a thief. That's somebody who came into your house, and there is something locked up in there. Maybe what was safe, or what you thought was safe. I'm hearing for somebody like this guy, you're going to see him here. He's going to remind you of somebody. Whoever that person is, I'm hearing literally went into somebody's house, stuck their hand in something and took it. I'm hearing it might have been communication or passwords they were trying to get into. They're showing me somebody who's like reaching for a computer is what I'm seeing here. But present situation, there's a thief, and there might be a message coming forward about that. Let's see what's in the near future, Pisces. La Superbia. This card has been making its appearance quite a bit in these readings with some of the other tribes. You might check, your moon and your rising if this is your sun. But this is a card that's going to talk about a certain amount of attention being on things. For good reason. You know, this bird here is very beautiful, and in some cases it's like the one that needed to be protected for a good reason. I'm hearing you might not realize what people were paying attention to, Pisces. But this is a card of protection. This is one of the spiritual protection cards, and it's also like how people show up when they're the best sometimes, and they might even be a little cocky. But I'm hearing for some of you all that what's happening in the near future is that you need to know that whatever the situation was, especially if you had something taken from you, like right at your house is what they're making it look like. It's like somebody came in and was like very comfortable, and I even see them just kind of like walking around in their bare feet, leaving their little manky fingerprints on things. But they're saying you need to know that you were protected somehow in this. They're showing me it's like you're the bird in the situation that doesn't get grabbed at like that. Bless you. And in response to this thief here, especially if this is something that's being exposed right now, or if you suspect that there's a thief coming, just know you don't have to accept everything that comes to you. I was just hearing something about being selective about the messages that come. And I'm hearing it might be like somebody just trying to come in and like be a part of your home that you don't trust. And how sometimes this is like getting messages delivered from people that might just show up and knowing when to shut the door and be like, you're not welcome here. Because I'm hearing for somebody that's like what you might need to do, especially, it's like learning how to stand up for yourself and know that you deserve protection. But it's showing up underneath here, presente de pietra preciosa. It's like this is the gift of precious stones. And so it's like things that are done kind of left out in the open, and how sometimes people make gifts with strings attached is what I'm hearing. And so it's like knowing whether or not you want to receive that thing that comes in. And they're saying, look at this one here, it's sticking out. Okay, so card that's sticking out. Falsita and Iladro go very well together. This is the lie, Falsita. A little cat sitting on a chair here. You know, somebody who wants to be on top of the world that might be full of lies and shit. And Iladro, the thief, who might come in and try to plant themselves there and make themselves into more than they are, is what I'm hearing. And all right, I'll take one more. It's sticking out here. Lamika. So look at this. Interesting. So we've got somebody pushing this chair out of the way, removing this obstacle. Maybe we're this cat. And whoever this person was trying to perch themselves. Maybe to come in and take a position or something that is yours. And I'm hearing for somebody, it's like, it's not that, it's like something that already happened and they're coming back in to try to move something that they didn't want to be found a certain way. So for some of you, this might not even be in your house. This might be just a secret coming out, something that was guarded in the past about what somebody did, how they got found out, and it could be a surprise. But you are protected. Know that. Let's see what's going on in your inner life right now, Pisces. Casa. Concerns about the house. I'm hearing you might have felt like somebody robbed you or took something out of your house. It's very possible that they did. Make sure that you're keeping your doors locked. Make sure that you're taking proper precautions. I'm seeing the roof on this house here too. It's like, you know, maybe you're having renovations or something done with the house, but I hear it's like whatever's going on, you've really also gone internal. Some of you might not be leaving the house enough. You might also be dealing with an Aquarius. They got this card here, I think in the same position. I'm hearing about people that work from home, people that I'm hearing might not be able to leave the house for some reason, but also just about things that get guarded, family matters, estate issues, money in the family, wealth, and sometimes people that want to get their hands on something, and why mail comes to the door. Okay, so let's see what's going on in the external world, Pisces. Dottore. So somebody's sick. Somebody is having a hard time getting out of bed. And there's a healer or a doctor, somebody that's paying attention to this person. And so I like that this is a healing energy. I'm hearing that whoever it is that needs to know, especially if you've been going through something, I'm hearing this might have to deal with depression and people that might be like, I'm hearing borderline. The number 13, it's maybe significant to some of you here. I'm hearing that 13 might be significant, but what's going on externally, it might even be somebody you know that's sick right now. It doesn't have to be Pisces. You know, you might even be in a healing position where you're administering help or assistance to somebody who maybe is, you know, in their house. But this is help coming to somebody's house. Like this is a house visit being made, and I'm hearing be selective about who you let into your house, because not everybody that comes in is good, and just know that you are protected and that there are eyes watching. Some things will always be protected, but there's like guarded communications here. It's like things being covered up, but also being exposed a certain way. Maybe I should rephrase that. Things that have been covered up or private, like a closed house and a closed safe, and how things are showing up, because this is a person that showed up openly into somebody's house, and so a certain diagnosis might be made. Hearing about maybe waiting on some test results and things that might come to the house for some people, depending on what's going on with you. But there's attention to it, and you are protected, Pisces. Let's see what we can find out about what to do, because this next card here, the sixth card, is an idea of what'll keep us on this certain path. And well, that's nice. and interesting. We've got La Reunion. So for some of you all, this is somebody returning to your life. This can definitely have some romantic implications, but I'm seeing it related for some of you directly to this thief here, and like how somebody might want to try to return lovingly, and what ulterior motives might look like when certain people will extend themselves. And okay, so you're sticking out. What's showing up? There's Fortune, Fortuna showing up. That is the luck card. It's Lady Luck. That's somebody that has something to offer, and it's kind of interesting, you know? Maybe you were expecting something. Looks like money could be coming. But sometimes that's why people show up. So it's a good thing to keep in mind. I'm just hearing some cautionary notes about people who might need help, and why sometimes people might be motivated to show up for them. But in other cases here, I'm just hearing about news from, they're saying this could also be like the one that got away for some of you all. Like this thief, I don't always see it like this, but I am getting the vibe for some of you all that someone has maybe been, I'm hearing borderline or like depression and feeling like a little agoraphobic, like not willing to leave the house. And maybe the return of whoever this lost loved one was that took off coming back. I'm hearing for some other people too, it's like just some news that might make you feel a little ill about somebody's relationship. But I'm hearing for most of you, since this is the advice card, we're seeing two people getting together lovingly. And I'm hearing that the most important thing is, especially if you identify with this one here, the one sitting with the woman, make sure that whoever this person is that comes back isn't somebody that tried to plume you, you know, like tried to pluck one of your feathers to put it in his hat before he came back to, you know, get another taste of that. Which can definitely happen. It's this retrograde season, and for me it's like things that are left out in the open sometimes, especially when people know that somebody maybe is the best that they would have ever gotten, and that you might be like depressed or something, and they know where you live. You know, people can get a little weird around these retrograde seasons too, especially if they want to control you. And I'm hearing sometimes Pisces, it's like knowing what things you don't want to respond to, and just being empowered enough to know if it feels good and it's a loving thing where you're feeling supported, that might be a really good reunion, especially if things are being revealed through a person like this. It's just there's cautionary notes because there could be multiple people involved here, especially if you have people just like surprising you at your door is what I'm hearing. Okay, so let's see about how it will develop. Well, that is somebody that's looking kind of depressed there in bed, a Malto. I'm hearing for somebody it's like trying to figure out what's making you fall asleep. This is like somebody that's like having a hard time getting out of bed is what I'm seeing here. And I'm hearing some of you guys, this has been depression. And I'm hearing, you know, herbal support's going to be really helpful for some of you. And I'm hearing it's like it's being depressed about what you keep thinking about. It's like something in the past that went away, and it's something you haven't been opening up about. I can't leave it like that. I'm gonna leave this card here and see if I can get a little bit of advice on a little more information on how it will develop, because I don't like seeing somebody just sit there in bed, a Malto. What does our Pisces need to know? Let's get a little more clarity on the Malto card. Pisces need to know. it's like somebody trying to butt heads is what I keep just seeing. It's like they just keep collapsing on each other and not moving, like right at the end there. And I'm hearing that's the one you need to know about. So let's see here. All right, disgrazia. That's a house situation. That's a house on fire there. I'm hearing this is like finding out about what somebody might have taken and what they're actually up to right now with regard to a housing situation. It's going to come through a helpful person here. La donna di servizio, you're going to have help. And I'm hearing for somebody to, it might be finding out that you had a disloyal helper, or like a cleaning person or something. Somebody might have wrecked something. But whoever this person is showing up friendly. You got a friend here, Pisces. This La Fidelta. Somebody's going to show up with this help. I'm hearing whoever this person is here, and this could actually be your cleaning person too, your cleaning lady or your cleaning gentleman or somebody who helps you around the house with like what might have looked like a disaster situation. You might just be doing like some renovations that are just going shitty and noisy, but I'm hearing whoever this person is might have some of this communication. This might actually be the person that's bringing you the news. And if that's the case, I'm hearing this is a very faithful person. This is the card of fidelity. I hear that you don't have anything to worry about with that person. And I like that Costanza is showing me this. It looks like the ruins behind this person, but it's like something going on over their head and how they can prop themselves up. And for some of you, I'm just hearing about dizzy spells and things, and how this might be about figuring out different ways to supplement and prop yourself up. And some of you all, especially if it's a borderline situation, please get some help if you need some help. There might even be somebody who can come and do that in person for you, where you're going to feel better and things can be done discreetly. But I'm hearing that's what you need to hear, Pisces. Hopefully that applies to those who needed that information. Hopefully that was helpful. And for those that are interested in this possible romantic situation, what might be going in the personal sector, I'm going to pull a Romance Angels Oracle card next. I did already shuffle these before, but I feel like I need to shuffle them a little bit more with you. There's Pisces needs to help with the romance sector. That's it. All right, Pisces. So, heart-to-heart conversations. Bless you, baby. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. That I like. So, there's some support coming forward with this. I see this guy just leaning against the tree again. And it's like this person leaning against this support here, and it almost looks like the dog is leaning against this tree here. I've seen a lot of people leaning on something, especially after maybe something crumbled them. Maybe they found out something that had been... I'm hearing that this depression here has to deal with just the past and some things that people weren't dealing with. But I'm hearing that whoever this friend is, you guys have a friend that you can talk to. And I'm hearing that whoever it is, it's got some real good heart-healing communication. The thing is that I'm hearing somebody just might not be able to hear it. And so the challenge here, Pisces, might be knowing who to listen to, especially if you have multiple people trying to show up with messages for you, because I'm seeing house visits. I'm seeing maybe unwanted house visits in that other situation. Somebody coming with help here, and somebody coming with news and a possible reunion. So you're going to have to pay attention to how people are striking you and whether or not you feel like you're being balanced in those communications. Because I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like certain communication comes in that just like goes to your head the wrong way, and it's like, you just feel like it takes the life out of you. And so for some of you all, this is going to be serious, and well, this is what was looking at me. Deception. Someone is wearing a false self-mask in this relationship. So this might actually be like situations that you're dealing with right now. And I'm hearing that some of this might be difficult truths coming forward about whatever the situation was here that's like burned up somebody's house, and who's actually there in support and helping you find your nurturance. And I'm hearing some of y'all will really benefit from talking to an herbalist right now and possibly getting some herbal support. All right, Pisces, that's what I got for you. I hope it was helpful. Let me know. I love it when I hear your comments, and always love your thumbs up when it's something that you liked. And hit subscribe if you do like the messages. And if you'd like one with just your energy on it, hit me up at artoflove.me. I'd love to take a personal look for you with just your information and send that to you in a personal way. Now, if I don't hear from you, you take care. God bless, and we'll catch you again. We're back for another one. Bye for now, Pisces.
Promise that you'll catch your